everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Steelers would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Ravens going up against the Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Being chased out left. There he goes inside the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something.
And he coughed it up. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Opening drive fumble and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Second down, Hackenberg. That's complete to John Ross. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down right at the 45. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And some room to work. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Hackenberg now to throw on first. Buying time to his left. They find some open field here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Here we go. Boom, landed. No. Check, Patriot. Back there, Philly. Here we go. No. Check, Patriot.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Room here to run. Open space inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. That good for 22 and a first down. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. The Bills have taken the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at them.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Norris. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On play action, they'll throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Set! Boom! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw, Hackenberg. And his pass incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Hurry up, here we go. Over.
Play fake. Hackenberg. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. Out of the gun, Hackenberg. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Again, it's Hackenberg. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The slot man in motion right. On play action, it's Hackenberg. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. C.J. Mosley with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamar Taylor. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now they try the right side here. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And we were scoreless up until this point in the 2nd quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. T.J. Watt coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Ross on the return. One of the longest punts in the last decade or so, 80-plus yards. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands and making a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Giants. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
First down, Hackenberg. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Sturgis now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll drop to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now here's Ross. A great return there of 22 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in Week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now they'll run on the draw. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On 3rd down, Hackenberg. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor, and running with power here. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here we go. 3-19.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
No. Here we go. Patriot. Green. Back there.
Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Play action now. Hackenberg. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
From the gun, Hackenberg. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And the offense still needs 9 yards here on 3rd and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Here's Collins. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards, But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
On second down, here's Hackenberg. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with second and goal coming up. Second and goal from the 1. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal.
Here we go now. Over. Let's go. Blue 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense...
And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind, with him running the team, that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So second and 10 here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Back to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They run the counter now on first down. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And the Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
Hackenberg on first down. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Antonio Morrison coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Now let's go. Blue landed. Watching that Marty. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Over.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And now here's a carry heading left. And a loose football. And the offense will hold on to this one right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. From the gun, it's Hackenberg. Forced out to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's. And that's exactly what they did there.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, it stays up. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win, if they can get it, would be their first on the year. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they will take a knee here. To his knee goes Hackenberg, and that ought to be the ball game.